course, I would love to fight Wilder if he comes out of retirement. I don't know if he said that he is going to come out of retirement, but I would love to fight him.
Pace.
The Bronze Bomber, with his ferocious punches and tenacity, destroys the fiercest monsters in the heavyweight category. The Destroyer fights with stellar strength and speed until the final explosive moment. So who will be the winner? Who will be defeated? All will in today's video. Before jumping into the video, remember, like, subscribe, and tap the icon bell so you never miss out on updates from Boxing Insane. Andy Ruiz Jr. hopes to one day fight for the world heavyweight title that he's never won, and he's keen on taking on an ex-champion should he come through his next test. The Mexican star is looking to regather momentum in his heavyweight career since losing to Anthony Joshua in 2019. Ruiz Jr. overcame Chris Arreola in a lackluster display last year and is looking to take another step back to the top when he faces Luis Ortiz in September. Ruiz Jr. is eyeing a future challenge at the WBC heavyweight title, which is the only belt he's yet to win in his career. Wilder currently holds the #1 contender position with the organization despite defeat in his trilogy battle with Tyson Fury. And Ruiz Jr. believes his hard work and training will pay off in his plan to return to the top.
How you feeling, my boy?
Feeling good, man. All this hard work, dedication, it's going to pay off. We're going to become.
For Wilder, he's still processing his devastating defeat in his trilogy fight with the Gypsy King Tyson Fury. And recently, the Bronze Bomber said he's not yet officially retired. Former WBC World Heavyweight Champion Deontay Wilder is considering a return to the ring.
I am the baddest. I do hit the hardest. I am the most feared. I'm gonna have multiples of people to ask me to come back.
So Wilder could meet Ruiz's challenge with his explosive comeback. So how would this horror match play out? Let's take a look. A latecomer to the sport of boxing, the Alabama native didn't lace up gloves until the age of 20. And despite this, Wilder quickly took to the sport, beating favorites in Golden Gloves and U.S. championships. So what makes this unbeaten Wilder such a force to be reckoned with? Let's talk about his strengths. Incredible power. It's safe to say Deontay has firmly secured his position as one of the hardest hitters in boxing history, like George Foreman, Ernie Shavers, and Mike Tyson.
Hammering here in round 1. He is rocking Stavern.
And he lacks in variety and skill, but he makes up for it in raw power. That right hand does the most damage, just like when he knocked out Romain Stavern through his guard. Now that is power. Stamina. Wilder's threat as a puncher is compounded by the fact that his punching power doesn't decrease over the match. Tyson Fury discovered this the hard way in round 12 of their first fight. Not only is Wilder dangerous straight out of the gate, but worse still, the longer the fight goes on, the more his threat level increases. As you begin to tire, his punches lose no power, no speed, nor accuracy. Mental focus. In addition to the apparent danger in that right hand, Wilder's also equipped with extreme mental focus. He doesn't care that he's losing every round. He doesn't even care about getting tagged left, right, and center. His rematch with Luis Ortiz showed that a fighter could not let their guard down with Wilder for a split second. Otherwise, they will get knocked out with a punch to the head. Wilder's weakness? He has a sloppy technique. He pretty much breaks all the conventional rules and ignores fundamental most of the time. The sloppiness has caused him to miss punches wildly and even throw himself so far out of balance he slipped and fallen. He also telegraphs punches. This is the second issue of the Bronze Bomber's strategy. On top of this, he seldom takes a step to disguise his intentions. Such a technique is severely frowned on in boxing. For Andy Ruiz, let's talk about his enormous strength and speed. He's very quick of hand and foot with a respectful power in both hands. He has enthusiasm and speed. His style is getting to his opponent behind a deceptively fast jab and agile feet. His footwork isn't pretty like the rest of his game, but he can close the distance before an opponent knows it. And in the bout against Parker, at times, the Destroyer did a good job closing the distance and making Parker very uncomfortable. This advantage will give him an edge over Deontay Wilder, who throws punches and rarely intends traps. Let's talk stamina. The Destroyer has quite a bit of stamina, and his fighting tempo increases towards the end of the match. If you let your guard down, Andy Ruiz will make you pay. This can be seen in his battles with Arreola, or the Ruiz that shocked the world when he spoiled Anthony Joshua's U.S. debut with a 7th-round TKO at Madison Square Garden. His biggest problem, though, is his height and reach. Compared to Wilder, who has outstanding height and reach, this is a big disadvantage for Ruiz. Another disadvantage is he needs to change his haste. He has lightning speed, but it makes him hasty in taking down his opponents, and he's prone to traps. Both Ruiz and Deontay Wilder are at their peak. Wilder has excellent strength and stamina, but doesn't have a strategy to optimize it. Ruiz, incredible strength, incredible speed, but his physique is his weak point against the Bronze Bomber. And most importantly, they need to stay focused and make the most of their strength to take down their opponent explosively. So who do you think will win between Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz? Would it be a knockout, a technical knockout, or unanimous decision? And what round would the fight end on? Leave your comments below and let us know. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and tap that icon bell so you never miss any videos from Boxing Insane. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.